1 Hour English School.
Learn English as a skill. Hello, viewers, welcome. What are these? These are called punctuation. What is punctuation? Punctuation means the right use of putting in points or stops in writing. We cannot do without punctuation marks in writing. They show you when to slow down or stop, and they tell you when you need to change directions or where you are going. When you use punctuation marks correctly, your readers will have no trouble finding their way through what you have written. Observe the following two excerpts, one punctuated properly and the other is not. 1. You silly idiot, get off my head, will you? If you don't, I'll bash you when I get up from here, you see if I don't. 2. You silly idiot, get off my head, will you? If you don't, I'll bash you when I get up from here. You see if I don't? Obviously, the second, punctuated version is easier to read, for it suggests where the speaker would pause or emphasize his words to get the necessary impact. Sometimes punctuation is vital in showing the meaning intended by a writer. For example, 1. Woman without her man is a savage. 2. Woman without her man is savage. In this pair of sentences, one can see how the punctuation affects the whole meaning. The purpose of punctuation is to make the act of reading your sentences easier, to make the movement of the eye across the page smooth. The purpose of punctuation is not to draw attention to itself. You want the reader to pay attention to what you have written, not to the placement of commas. Exercise. Choose the correct options. 1. Which one is correctly punctuated? A. Spain is a beautiful country. The beaches are warm, sandy and spotlessly clean. B. Spain is a beautiful country. The beaches are warm, sandy and spotlessly clean. Any comment? Please mention in comment box, like it. Please subscribe.
The rules of punctuation. The full stop period. 1. Most commonly it divides sentence from sentence.
Put a full stop period at the end of a sentence. For example, I am going to cinema tonight. The movie begins at 9. Would you like to come with me? Note that the full stop is replaced by a question mark at the end of a question. Similarly, an exclamation mark ends an exclamation. 2. Put a full stop after most abbreviations. Mr. Wood, Mrs. Moore, November 12, AM on FRCS, etc. But do not put period after some abbreviations, FBI, NBC, JFK, MIN, NFL, UMW, POW. Put a period inside quotation marks. He said, do not smoke here.
Thanks for watching. The comma. Whenever the sentence demands that the reader or speaker should make a slight pause, a comma should be used. The function of a comma is to slow the reader down, briefly, to make the reader pause. The omission of a comma can allow phrases and clauses to crash into one another, thereby confusing the reader. Using the comma is, unlike most other punctuation, a matter of taste rather than rule, but here to help you are samples of all the common uses of comma. 1. To separate items in a list. We bought some shoes, gloves, a jersey, handkerchiefs, and a scarf. 2. To separate adjectives or adverbs when several are used. The children were noisy, mischievous, inquisitive, unruly, and altogether something of a nuisance. The snow fell silently, densely, almost unnoticed, in an even white nest which soon covered the whole landscape. 3. To separate parts of date and addresses. The 23rd of July 2016. Monday the 15th of August 2016. James Roberts ESQ, Woodstock Manor, Ancoats Road, Wolverton, Surrey. 4. Use a comma to separate introductory phrases and clauses from the independent clause, particularly if the phrase or clause is long. Although he had never played a guitar, he somehow managed to make beautiful music. Thanks for watching.
Punctuation Part 4. The inverted comma or quotation mark. These enclose all quotations or quoted speech words written down exactly as spoken. My sister said, I cannot see how you can eat so much. The poem begins, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Some modern usages prefer to use single quotation marks, underscore, 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 but you are advised to use double quotation marks, underscore, 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 underscore. The semicolon, winking face. Rules of semicolons. 1. This is useful in longer sentences if you want to present several ideas which, though separate, might properly belong in one sentence. You could wait for him here, on the other hand I could wait in your place. This would save your valuable time. 2. Use a semicolon to join two sentences when the second sentence begins with a transitional word or phrase, also known as a conjunctive adverb. Our appetite for new cars, the latest style of jeans, and a new brand of hairspray keeps growing, therefore, our economy keeps growing. 3. Use a semicolon to link two independent clauses. To give a good party, you must consider the lighting. No one feels comfortable under the bright glare of fluorescent. Thanks for watching.
Punctuation. Part 05, Rules for colon. 1. Use a colon when making a list. There are 4 ingredients necessary to make a good party: music, lighting, food, and personality. For camping you need a tent, ground sheet, sleeping bag, and cooking equipment. 2. It introduces a quotation or a statement given as an example or enlargement of what has just been mentioned. The poem begins, "Earth has not anything to show fairer." His house became what one might expect after years of neglect, a battered, decrepit wreck. Thanks for watching.
Punctuation Part 6. The note of exclamation or exclamation mark. Exclamation marks are used for emphasis, excitement, surprise. For example, stop, get lost, wow, what a fine picture. How nice the bird is. What a beautiful flower the rose is. What a beautiful flower the rose is. Avoid using exclamation marks in your formal writing. Asterisk. In 1848, gold was discovered in America. Don't use an exclamation mark unless you're certain it's necessary, and never use 2 or 3 of them in a row. Asterisk. This is a sensational result.
Thanks for watching.
Part 7 blank. Dashes are a kind of optional punctuation. Some people use them, others don't. Often you can use a comma or parenthesis instead of dashes. Dash is used 1. to indicate an abrupt stop or change of thought, as, if my father were alive, but why lament the past? 2. to resume a scattered subject or to show flattering speech, as, friends, companions, relatives, all deserted him. Yes, well, I would, only you see, it's not easy. Thanks for watching. The note of interrogation, question mark. Any word, group of words, or sentence forming a question must be followed by this mark. Rules for question mark. Can you tell me your name? Wherefore art thou, Romeo? 2. If the question is a quotation, put quotation marks after the question mark. He asked, "May I go now? How do I look?" she asked. 3. If the question is not part of the quotation, put the question mark after the quotation marks. Do you believe in death for death? What do you think of no new taxes? Note, the question mark is not used after an indirect question. For example, he asked me whether I had written my assignment.
Thanks for watching. Rules of semicolons. This is useful in longer sentences if you want to present several ideas which, though separate, might properly belong in one sentence. You could wait for him here. On the other hand, I could wait in your place. This would save your valuable time. Use a semicolon to join two sentences when the second sentence begins with a transmissional word or phrase, also known as a conjunctive adverb. Appetite for new cars, the latest style of jeans, and a new brand of hairspray keeps growing, therefore, our economy keeps growing. Use a semicolon to link two independent clauses. To give a good party, you must consider the lighting. No one feels comfortable under the bright glare of fluorescent. For watching.
The hyphen. A hyphen separates compound words. In etymological evolution, two words may be said. For instance, weekend end to weekend, and then finally to weekend. A hyphen is shorter than a dash. Rules for hyphen. 1. If the pair of words forms an adjective that comes before the noun, use a hyphen. Example: well-known bird, first-class work. 2. If the adjective pair comes after the noun, you don't need to use a hyphen. His crimes are well known. His 3. Use a hyphen for fractions acting as adjectives. He drank 1 2/3 cans of Coca-Cola. Are not fractions acting as nouns. Use a hyphen to differentiate certain words. He recollected his memories of 1971. He recollected the money. Thanks for watching.
The apostrophe. The apostrophe is used to show ownership. Rana's father has come. Mother's office. Rules for apostrophe. 1. The apostrophe is used to show the omission of a letter or letters, as don't ever arrive. plural of letters and figures, apostrophe is used, as dot your I's and cut your T's. You need to write 2 T's in the word written. 3. If the plural noun doesn't end in S, add an apostrophe and S. For example, the women's freedom, the bacteria's, the committee's decision. 4. If the plural ends in S, just add an apostrophe. The baby's, where's the politician's promise. 5. If the word is a proper noun that ends in S, add an apostrophe and an S. Yeats's poem, Ross's riddle, Chris's crisis. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.
The parenthesis or bracket. Use parentheses to enclose extra materials, explanation, asides, etc. that are not basic to the Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Democrat, New York, was the only person to be elected president 4 times. He gained from heaven, it was all he wished, a friend. The asterisk is used to draw some special attention, and 2 or more asterisks are used to denote that some words or phrases or clauses have been intentionally left out. Punctuation is very important in writing. The woman at last confessed the crime. Punctuation is very important in writing. Thanks for watching.
Capitalization. Rules for capitalization. 1. Capitalize the first word of every sentence and of every sentence within a quotation. For example, a voice from my left side said, "How can I help you?" But do not capitalize quoted words that are not a complete sentence.
For example, a voice from my left side asked if I wanted cream, sugar, or dessert.
2. Capitalize the names of days, months, and holidays. Do not capitalize the seasons of the year, fall, spring, summer, and winter. As example, Wednesday, May, Memorial Day. 3. Capitalize the names of specific people, institutions, places, including the names of cities, states, regions of a country, and countries and their languages. For example, the famous poet from Ireland, Seamus Heaney, spoke at Richland College in Dallas, Texas, in panel building. Living half of each year in the East while he teaches at Harvard University, he really travels to the Southwest. He spoke about the roots of the Catholic and Protestant conflict. 4. Do not capitalize directions. For example, turn east at the stoplight.
5. Capitalize people's titles and their abbreviations. Mr. Heaney was introduced by Professor Jerry McElveen.
6. Capitalize the names of specific courses. Elizabeth has entered into the undergraduate program. She is going to take History 101 and Political Science 201. 7. Capitalize the first word, the major words, and the first word after a colon in a title. Do not capitalize articles a and, the coordinating conjunctions and, or, for, and prepositions under 5 letters long, of, by, on within titles. Beauty and the Beast movie title. As example, The Last Laugh, The Best and Worst of 1992, essay title, No Jacket Required, album title. Another Day in Paradise, song title, Sports Illustrated, magazine title.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe 1 Hour English School. Like, comment, and share.